Before this video starts, I just want to say that I can no longer show NBA footage on my videos. Obviously, if I'm talking about a specific clip, as far as I know, based on fair use, I can do that. But like when I'm talking about a player, I can no longer just put random highlights in the background. Obviously, I am not in my right to do that. My videos keep getting copyright claimed and I'm making no money for my couple of hours work I'm putting into each of them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing it. There's nothing I can dispute because I am 100% in the wrong. So I will be just doing gameplay footage in the background, but if I'm doing videos that I know I have the rights for the footage for, I have the rights to some NBA footage and not others because I am with BBTV NBA Playmakers. But anyway, sorry about that, and now let's get on to the video. So a lot of players had breakout years in the 2016-2017 season. Players like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic went from fairly decent players, well very good players, to players that people now think are stars, bordering on superstars, and could be future MVP candidates. These guys weren't expected to be like that before this season. In this video I'm going to be talking about 5 players I expect to break out in the 2017-2018 season. The first player on this list is a really controversial one, and I think he's either going to do one of two things. I think he's either going to break out or he will never play another NBA game after this year. This player is a former 5th overall pick from the Orlando Magic, and it's Mario HEZONJA. In HEZONJA's rookie year, he averaged 6.1 points per game, and last year, he only shot 35% from the field and 30% from 3, which is not good. His rookie year, he actually shot 90% from the line, he shot 44% from the field and 35% from 3, which is not bad at all. But last year was just very poor. Like, his minutes per game went down and everything went down. I think HEZONJA has the potential to be a good offensive player. I think that this year is make or break for him. So I think if he plays really well, he could get well above the 13-14 points per game, which I think he's capable of if he's given minutes. But if he doesn't play well, he'll be out of the NBA at the end of this season and go down as one of the biggest busts of the last maybe 5-6 years. But personally, I have a weird feeling that he's going to have a breakout year. He's got the talent, he's got the athleticism, he can shoot the ball. I think maybe everything will click, but who knows? He could be either great or out of the league. It's kind of a 50-50 with HEZONJA. At number 4, we have got NURKIC. NURKIC, after going to the Portland Trail Blazers last year, averaged 15.2 points per game and pretty much rallied them towards a playoff spot. They could have ran the Warriors close with NURKIC. NURKIC is one of the better centers in the NBA, and you can argue that by the end of next season, he'll be a top 10 center. NURKIC didn't play that many minutes. He only played 17.9 minutes per game for the Denver Nuggets because they did have Nikola Jokic, who was having a breakout year as well. No one realized how good NURKIC was until he was traded to the Trailblazers. One of the best back-to-the-basket centers in the NBA. Can defend quite well, averaged 15.2 points after being traded, and also 10.4 rebounds per game and 2 blocks per game, which is extremely good, as well as 3.2 assists, which is not bad at all for a center. I think NURKIC next season is probably going to average somewhere around maybe 17 points, close to 11 rebounds, about 2 blocks per game, maybe 3.5-4 assists per game, and if he can do that, he will cement himself as one of the best centers in the NBA and prove that the second half of last season wasn't just a fluke, which I think he's going to do. At 3, we have got D'Angelo Russell, who last season was expected to do big things, and to be fair, he did average 15.6 points per game, but did it on only 40% shooting, even though he did shoot 35% from 3, which is quite good. D'Angelo Russell was seen as the future point guard of the Lakers, but was traded to get rid of Mozgov's contract this summer, and because the Lakers were going to take Lonzo. D'Angelo Russell is now with the Brooklyn Nets, who are still going to be the worst team in the NBA. But I think that a Brooklyn Nets team with D'Angelo Russell and Jeremy Lin in the backcourt, if they decide to play with the two of them, could be really exciting and really fun to watch. Don't be surprised if D'Angelo Russell averages somewhere around 22 to 24 points per game next year. He's going to be playing more minutes, he's going to take more shots, he's going to have a green light pretty much for the Nets because the Nets are terrible, and I think he'll have inflated stats. I don't think he'll be an all-star, but I think that if he has a great year next year, the Nets get slightly better, he'll be well on his way to being a future all-star in the Eastern Conference, and I think he's going to have a big year next year. At number 2, we've got Devin Booker, who last year you might say broke out. He averaged 22.1 points per game, shot 42% from the field, 36% from 3, but I think he's going to have an even bigger year next year. I can see Devin Booker averaging somewhere around 26-27 points next year and potentially being an all-star. If the Phoenix Suns can manage to make a trade to get Kyrie Irving to play alongside Booker, I think that the Suns may actually make the playoffs. And if they don't, and Josh Jackson is as good as the Suns think he is, they have a shot. Well, they don't really have much of a shot, but they have a shot of being a decent team. And if they're even close to the playoffs and Booker is incredible, he may be an all-star. He may actually make an all-star team next year. But I think, again, like Russell, he's well on his way to being an all-star. And I think next year he could average around the 27 points per game and really break out from a good player on a bad team to an elite NBA player. And last up is a guy who I think is going to double his points per game average from last season. It's Brandon Ingram. Last year, Brandon Ingram averaged 9.4 points per game for the Los Angeles Lakers, shooting only 40% from the field, which is not good at all. I genuinely think that with Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram is going to average at least 17 points per game and could easily be in the 20s, because Lonzo Ball is arguably the best passer in basketball without even playing a single NBA game. He's that good. He's probably the best true point guard right now, and I think he's going to average 10 assists a game right out of the block, especially if Ingram has a good year. If Ingram has a great year and Ball averages around 10 assists, hits him where he wants to be hit, Ingram is going to have a huge year. I think that the two of them are going to be the future of the Lakers, obviously that's if they don't get LeBron. And I think that Ingram and Ball as a 1-2 punch could definitely lead the Lakers to the playoffs in the future. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.